in good number to build our and prepare our consciousness for the upcoming Janmashtami. And today's speaker is our very dear Kartikeya Prabhu, my very dear friend and ashram mate. So I'm very, very happy to take this opportunity to introduce Kartikeya Prabhu formally, although he needs no introduction. A very, very dynamic personality who is very good at inspiring people to take positive steps, consistent steps in their journey of Krishna consciousness. Prabhuji is a Bhakti Shastri, so therefore you can understand that his principles in Krishna consciousness are very clear. Prabhuji has a very, very good background wherein he has done his masters from Bits Pilani with flying colors and has had some good corporate experiences. So he brings in a very nice flavor from all the experiences which he has had in various walks of life. And in that way, he gives a very, very authentic and a bona fide picture of the pastimes of Krishna. So I'm very, very happy. I'm looking forward to this wonderful pastime, to hearing this wonderful pastime. And I request all the devotees a very, very simple point to do. Although we may have heard these pastimes again, but the more and more we hear, the more and more we relish, the more deeper we go. And that helps us even more, whether it is the Putna pastime or the Shakatasur pastime, and today with Bhukshan pastime. So even if you have heard it before, please hear it with full attention today. And let's welcome Kartikeya Prabhu by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Thank you very much, Kartikeya Prabhu. We are very happy to listen from you today, and we are looking forward to a very, very nice discussion, engaging discussion on the Mrid Bhakshan Leela. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Over to you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. So, welcome everyone for the Krishna Katha series, the ongoing Krishna Katha series. After the three stalwart devotees and neophyte devotees put to speak some Krishna Katha. So, I'll try my best to repeat what we have heard from our superiors. And also we have read from Prabhupada books and the commentaries of Acharyas. When I was preparing for this class, I was just meditating on one important point. That is how fortunate all of us are. All of us are getting this opportunity to hear Krishna's pastimes. It's not an ordinary thing for sure. How many people in the entire world get to hear Krishna's pastimes? From the topmost literature called Srimad Bhagavatam, and that too from 10th canto, and that too Krishna's childhood pastimes. In fact, in this particular chapter that we're going to discuss, 10th canto, 8th chapter, Shukadeva Goswami is making a very profound point. He says that the childhood pastimes which Nanda Maharaj and Jashoda, they relished, those childhood pastimes even Devaki and Vasudev couldn't get. But then there is one nice point that is made, which says that but anyone who speaks and anyone who hears, Shravanam and Kirtanam, they will relish and they will get the same feeling and the same bliss what Nanda Maharaj and Jashoda Maya got. And also the other aspect is anyone who hears these pastimes attentively, for sure the contamination which is there in the heart and there in the samsara will get cleansed, and the person will be able to attain the highest goal of life, that is Krishna Prema. So as Achyut Prabhu mentioned, let's try to focus on each and every single word of Srimad Bhagavatam, and the only goal is to purify ourselves and to glorify Sri Krishna, and to get that attentiveness in Srimad Bhagavatam class, in Srimad Bhagavatam Katha or Krishna Katha. We need the mercy of Srimad Bhagavatam, the entire Guru Parampara, Krishna. So let's offer prayers, and then we'll start with today's Katha. So let's chant the prayers. Please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tatho Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalaka Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajata Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitamscha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratvishe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhisya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabho Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mokam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yatkripatam vande Shri Guru Dinataranam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. So once again, okay. Is my video clear?
No.
Okay.
What has happened?
I don't know. I have to check.
I think this one is now it's clear. Now it's clear.
We are playing with the background for some time. So.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
So thank you very much again for joining. So there's a nice pastime, Brother Bhakshan Leela, mud eating pastime. So this pastime will be done by Krishna and we'll be just hearing and relishing. So this opportunity only Krishna has. So in this particular chapter, 8th chapter, which is titled as Krishna shows the universal form to Mother Yashoda. So in this particular chapter, we have different pastimes, which starts with Krishna's naming ceremony. Krishna's naming ceremony. And after that, Shukadeva Goswami, he describes butter stealing pastime. And then after that, he comes to the pastime of Mridabhakshan Leela. And the context or the situation, the better word is situation, is this is the fourth day has already passed, and Parikshit Maharaj has got only 3 days. And Shukadeva Goswami has started speaking Krishna Katha. Now it is said that at the end of 4th day, Janam Leela should be spoken. So after Janam Leela, we have these pastimes. So we can consider that 5th day is going on. So 5th, 6th and 7th, only 3 days are remaining with Parikshit Maharaj. And Shukadeva Goswami is narrating these wonderful pastimes of Krishna. And Parikshit Maharaj does not want summary of any pastime. Parikshit Maharaj is saying that Vistar mein bataiye. Now tell me the complete description, elaborate and tell me the pastimes. And Shukadeva Goswami, now when he heard this from Parikshit Maharaj, he is in his own avesh to speak about Krishna. So pure devotees, they relish speaking about Krishna. They don't have anything in their life except speaking about Krishna. And they're always dipped in Krishna's pastimes. They're absorbed in the thoughts of Krishna. So Shukadeva Goswami, when he starts speaking the pastimes, so he starts with Janam Leela, then he covers Putanavat, Trinavarta and Shakatasur that we saw in last 2 classes. And now, in this particular chapter, Shukadeva Goswami directly starts with naming ceremony. So that is still in sequence. But then suddenly he jumps to butter stealing pastime. And then from butter stealing pastime, he comes to Mridabhakshan Leela, which has happened much before the butter stealing pastime. So like in the butter stealing pastime, Krishna is going around with his friends not to steal butter. And that was full-fledged stealing of butter. And Mridabhakshan Leela is a time when he has just started stealing butter. So something like that. So this is the context. So in this way, we see that all his friends and Krishna busy, doing various pranks. And now, in this particular pastime, Mridabhakshan Leela, what happened? So the ones who are referring to Bhagavatam shlokas will be covering shlokas from 32, 10th canto, 8th chapter, 32nd to around 42nd shloka. So you can refer to Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 8th chapter, 32, shloka number 32. So we start here. Ekada krida manaste ramadya gopadarakaha Krishno mridam bhakshitvan iti matre nivedayan. So this was a particular day when all the Gopa friends and this little Krishna, they're playing outside. They're playing just in the angan, in the courtyard. And for the first time, Krishna, instead of playing, he's doing something alone. Ekada, once upon a time, Krida Manaste. When Krishna and all the Gopa friends, they were playing together, what happened? So Krishna, he went on to a very, very solitary place. And there he started eating mud. He started eating earth. And Prabhupada calls this dirt. He started eating dirt. So when he started eating dirt, all the Gopa friends were searching, where is this boy? Where has he gone? And then they went there and they saw that, Krishna is eating dirt. And here there is a word called Gopa Darakaha. Gopa means Gopa ka palan karne wale. So the ones who take care of cows, and at the same time, it is also described as ones who take care of Govinda, the protector of Govinda. So Gopa Darakaha basically means kids of the Gopas. Now the kids of the Gopas, they also had the mood of the parents, mood of the father. So they also had the mood of protecting Krishna. And in that, the elderly was Rama, Balram. So Balram and the Gopas, they went there and they saw that Krishna is eating dirt, Krishna is eating mud. So they said that, why are you eating dirt? Stop it. And Krishna, don't know what was his mood on that day. Krishna said, I'll eat whatever I want. Who are you to ask me about this? Krishna was angry. Krishna will tell why was he angry in the future shlokas. Then Balram and the Gopas, they felt, Abhi to nothing can be done. Nothing can be done. So we have to go and complain to Mother Yashoda. And they went to Mother Yashoda and they started speaking. Nivedayan. To whom? Matre. To Mother Yashoda. And what did they speak? They said, Krishna mridam bhakshitavan. Oh Mother, Krishna has eaten what? Mridam. He has eaten dirt or he has eaten earth. In North India, there are various songs which are sung by some local songs, some from Vaishnava poets, some are dohas. And in that, one famous line is, Tere lala ne mati kai, sun mai. Your lala, your Krishna has eaten mati, has eaten dirt. So listen, this is what we want to tell you. Now the question here is, did Gopas complain? So let's dive deep and try to understand why did Gopas complain. So Acharyas give few reasons for that. So one reason they give is, till now, whatever rasa upabhukti that we did, rasa upabhukti, rasa is the milk products, different milk products are called as rasa, especially ghee and butter. And upabhukti means to relish or to eat. So till now, the Gopas started thinking, till now, whatever rasa upabhukti that we have done together. Now Krishna, he's doing rasa upabhukti alone. And for your information, the earth is also called as rasa. So rasa. So even earth is called as rasa. So here, the acharyas, they play with the words and they say that rasa upabhukti. So Krishna did all the rasa upabhukti previously, not stealing butter, ghee, curd, whatever, with all the cowherd friends, all the gopas. And now for the first time, he's eating alone. So he's doing rasa upabhukti alone, and the friends were really angry. And they said that, "Theek, we'll teach you a lesson. Let us go and complain to Mother Yashoda." But now another question might be, "Theek, Gopas went and told this, but Balram, so Balram has been a very, very sober person right from the start. Whenever Krishna would go and steal butter, Balram would say that, oh, no, you don't steal butter. It's not good." And Krishna, he's the one, master of all speech. He would convince Balram very nicely with his sweet words. And Balram would say, "Theek hai, chalo, I'll also come." And Balram would be never interested to steal butter with Krishna. But still, just as a protector, he would go. And and since he's there with Krishna, he has to help. So this would be going on. So now the question is, anyways, Balram was not interested to do rasa upabhukti with Krishna. But why is he complaining? So here, very nice commentary that is given. A very nice tippani that is given. Tika tippani is given. So Balram is Anantashesh. And on the hoods of Anantashesh, he holds various planets. And Krishna has appeared for one important reason. And what is that? He has appeared for Bhubhar Haran. All the Bhubhar which is there, all the burden which is there on the earth, he wants to relieve the earth from all the burden. So now Balram is looking at Krishna eating dirt and he's thinking, so eating milligrams of dirt, milligrams of soil on the earth, what are you planning? You're planning to relieve the earth from the burden. How much will you relieve? And thinking like that, he went to Mother Yashoda and he wanted to tell Mother Yashoda, ask him to stop this and start the real work of relieving the burden from this earth, earthly planet. So here Acharya's comment that so Balram and the Gopas, they went and they complained. Now the other question will be, every single day Krishna would be stealing butter. But why is it that today he is eating dirt? Why is he eating soil? So Acharyas have given around 13 to 14 reasons. And some are really very poetic, some are very philosophical. So whatever we can understand, and I'm putting it forward, few commentaries like that. So Krishna thought, see, according to Ayurveda, when someone eats too much of ghee and curd, So what happens is stomach, it becomes very slimy, oily and fatty, that sort of. So Ayurveda says that whenever this happens, with a person, he has to take something dry. So Krishna thought, till date, I've been just stealing. I've been just stealing butter and ghee and curd, and I've been eating. I don't know what has happened to the stomach. I think I should do some cure to it. let me eat some dry substance, and I think the mud is the best one. Let me eat the mud and counteract the effects of what I've eaten before. Now, this is one reason which Acharya has given. Another reason that is given is everyone, all the great souls who know the glories of Vrindavan, they know very well that Braj Raj, the dust of Vrindavan, is really, really very great. Is the topmost, in fact. It's the topmost thing that can exist. So all the great souls there who have been learned in Shastra, they know very well this is really great. But somehow or the other, they're not having access to this dust of Vrindavan. And they're all craving for the dust of Vrindavan. Why? That dust is touched by the lotus feet of the gopis and the cows. So all these great souls, they're hankering for it. And Krishna is a personality who holds everyone within himself. We'll see in the pastime. Everyone is there within Krishna. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 9th chapter, 4th and 5th shloka, that everything is there inside me. At the same time, I'm not inside them, or something like that. He says. So everyone is there inside Krishna. The devtas, the yogis, the rishis, and all the living entities for that matter. So all the ones who are hankering to get the dust of Vrindavan, for them, Krishna thinks, and these people are hankering so much. Let me give them the dust. So let me eat the dust. So here Krishna is eating mud, not for himself. Krishna is doing paropkar for people or living entities who are there in his womb. Another very nice reason that acharyas are giving is Krishna thought, see, till now I've tasted all the rasas. I've tasted ghee, I've tasted butter, I've tasted yogurt and milk and all that. And that too, the taste increases when I steal and eat. But till now, I've not been able to taste one rasa. And also these devotees don't offer me this rasa. These devotees offer everything. They offer chappan, bhog, and they offer so many items, but this rasa they are not offering me. And this rasa that he's talking about is the earth. So earth, or the mud, or the dust, I've never tasted. Let me taste and see how it tastes. In fact, even in Shakatasur pastime, so when Krishna is there under the Shakat, so Krishna started crying and Krishna started moving his legs. And it is said that Krishna just touches the Shakat. And everything that was there on the Shakat that falls down. So here, the commentary, the acharyas say that Krishna says that I am the topmost rasa. I am the topmost rasa. And on the cart, so there were lots of pots of ghee and lots of pots of yogurt and others. So they're rasa. So Krishna started thinking, I am the topmost rasa. Who is there above me? Chal, hut. he removed all the things by hitting the cart. So the acharyas are playing with the word rasa. And maybe one or two more. So Krishna started thinking, oh, by the way, so when we are hearing these Rasika commentaries, so one thing is we have no authority to analyze. ऐसा भी हो सकता है क्या? ऐसे भी Krishna सोच सकते हैं क्या? That day Hari Parshad Prabhu made it very clear. So these acharyas are there in their samadhi and they know what Krishna is thinking. They know what Krishna is thinking. So that thought process they're putting in their commentaries. And one such, one more. So Krishna started thinking, see, in Parshuram Avatar, what I did. In Parshuram Avatar, I took all the land from Kshatriyas and gave it to Brahmanas. And Brahmanas are called as Dvija. So now, once you give something to someone, next time, for sure they'll expect something. So Krishna started thinking that the representation of the Brahmanas, the representation of the Dvijas are the teeth. So Dvija means twice born. So teeth also take birth twice. So once the milk teeth fall down and then we have permanent teeth. So they are also called as Dvija. So Krishna started thinking, okay, last time when I came in my last incarnation, at that time I gave the earth to the Brahmanas, to the Dvijas. Now again it's my turn. These people will be expecting something from me. Let me give little ansha of the earth. They'll be satisfied. And so he eats dirt. And finally, Acharyas, they set a very nice high standard of Krishna. And they say that Lord ate the dirt thinking, see, I'm equal to everyone. I don't make any difference. I don't differentiate between the higher rasas and the lower rasas. So that is ghee, curd, milk, yogurt, etc. and mud. So I don't differentiate. I'm equal to everyone. I'm equal to everything. So let me eat and let me prove this point. Can you imagine why Krishna ate dirt? Why Krishna ate dust, or why Krishna ate the Braj Raj? So when all these reasons Krishna was thinking about and eating the mud of Vrindavan or the dust of Vrindavan, these Gopas, they went and they complained. And now Mother Yashoda, she was really anxious. See, she was thinking, "Theek hai, ab tak to chori karke kha raha tha. Till now he was going and stealing, but those things were healthy. Now he is eating mud. What's wrong with my child?" And thinking this, she went ahead. And she went to the place where Krishna was there. And there, what she did? Sa grihitva kare Krishnam upalabhya hitaishini Yashoda bhaya sambhranta prekshanaksham abhasata. So here, a very nice word is used, hitaishini. Hitaishini. Hitaishini means the one who is always anxious for the welfare of Krishna. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 5:29, Bhoktaram yagyatapasam sarva loka maheshwaram surudam sarva bhutanam. He says, I'm Surud, I'm well-wisher of everyone. But look at the position of Mother Yashoda. She is Hitaishini. She is the well-wisher of Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And to what extent? When Putana Vadh happened, so at that time, Krishna was there on the body of Putana. And these gopis, they came and they took Krishna. And this Bhakti Anugraha Janardhan Swami Maharaj was describing in the class on Putana Leela that these gopis, they took Krishna, they started applying. They started bathing first Krishna with cow urine, then applying tilak with cow dung, chanting Om Keshwaya Namaha, Narayana Namaha, Madhavaya Namaha, and so on. And they started taking the tail of the cow and they were rotating that around Krishna. Why? Hitaishini. They all are well-wishers of Krishna. This is the topmost position of the Brajavasis. So the Brajavasis, for them, obviously Krishna is the well-wisher. When Krishna says something in Bhagavad Gita, that's obviously perfect. He's the well-wisher of everyone. But then Brajavasis go one step ahead. Krishna is well-wisher of everyone, but we are also well-wishers of Krishna. And here, so this word Hitaishini is used. Now, when Krishna got to know that the Gopas and Balram, they have gone to complain to Mother Yashoda at that time, before Mother Yashoda comes, Krishna started gulping the mud that was there in the mouth. And somehow, he made sure that everything goes inside and nothing remains, no traces remains on the face, in the mouth. And when he was doing all this, Mother Yashoda came there. And what did she do? The first thing that she did was Gritva Kare Krishnam. The first thing that she did was she held the hand of Krishna. And again here Acharyas comment, why did she hold the hand of Krishna? So Mother Yashoda was thinking. So what Krishna thinks, what Mother Yashoda thinks, only Acharyas know. Only they know what these people are thinking, what these great souls are thinking, or these great personalities are thinking. So Mother Yashoda was thinking, my Lala, my son, he is doing this abominable act or this dirty act of eating dirt only because this hand is supporting. This hand is giving company. So this hand is actually the offender. Let me hold the hand. And she holds the hand of Krishna And then now she is in a mood of chastisement. Now she is in the mood of chastisement. And Krishna has got to know that aaj to main gaya. She is in the mood of chastisement. I'm sure she's going to do something now. And here there is one nice line that is used, Bhaya Sambhranta. So Bhaya Sambhranta refers to both. Yashoda, Prabhupada translates here as Yashoda was fearful, that she was anxious and her eyes were in fear, that what will happen? What will happen to my son? He's eating dirt. And with that fear, she went to check what's happening. And what was happening with Krishna? When he saw Mother Yashoda, even his eyes were really fearful, really fearful. Because he knew very well, abhi to pakka maar khana hai, pakka maar khana hai abhi to. Something really wrong I have done, and really I'm going to get beatings today. And with that, he was becoming fearful. This is very nice. The Supreme Personality of Godhead becoming fearful. We see in Damodar Leela also, he became very, very fearful. He started crying. He started crying. In this particular pastime, he's just fearful. But still, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna becoming fearful is really very difficult to accept. Kapil Dev is telling Devahuti, he's saying, Madbhayati vatoyam suryam tapati madbhayat varshatendro dahad agnir mutyus charati madbhayat. So Kapil Dev is describing madbhayat, by the bhaya of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, by the fear of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, vatoyam, vati vatoyam, the wind is blowing. And then he says, madbhayat vati vatoyam surya stapati madbhayat. Why is Surya dissipating heat? Out of my fear, he says. Varshatindro dhad agnir. Why this rain is falling? Because of my fear. Why this fire is burning? Because of my fear. Mrityus charati madbhayat. Why these mrityu is happening? Why Yamraj is doing this work? Because of my fear. The person whom even death personified fears. Mrityor mrityam namamyaham. Even the person whom the death personified fears, here, that same personality, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Ishvara Parama Krishna, Param Ishwar, is getting fearful. Seeing whom? A very ordinary gopi of Vrindavan. Yes. But then again, Acharyas are commenting. They're saying, why were the eyes dancing? Why were they dancing? Why were they in fear? In Brahma Samhita, Brahma says, Yak chakshuresh savita sakala grahanam Raja samasta suramurti rashesha tejaha. So these eyes, they're like sun and moon. And sun and moon are the witness. So it is said that there are some particular number of witness. So whatever activities we're doing, they're actually witnessing and they act as witness. So sun and moon are two of them. So sun and moon, they started thinking, Are baapre. Now, what if Mother Yashoda asks us, whose side are we supposed to take? A great devotee and Supreme Personality of Godhead. Whose side we are supposed to take? And thinking that they were so much in anxiety, they started dancing. The sun and moon, they started dancing. So the acharyas have a different level to comment. Anyways, now going ahead, now Mother Yashoda has held the hand of Krishna and no, she is now talking to Krishna. And still some mud is there inside the mouth and still Krishna is trying to gulp whatever is there in the mouth. Now, Mother Yashoda, now she starts speaking. She says, Kasman mridam adantatman bhavan bhakshitvan raha vadanti tavakahyete kumaraste grajopi ayam. So she says, she uses the word. This word is very nice. It's it's very humorous. She says, Adanta Atman. Adanta Atman. So Adanta Atman, even Prahlad uses this word. Adanta Gobhir Vishatam Tamishram. Adanta Gobhir. So what do you mean by Adanta? Adanta Atman is the one who cannot control his senses. And Prabhupada here translates as restless. And whom Yashoda Maya is calling Adantatman? So she is calling Adantatman to a personality who has a name Rishikesha. Rishikesha means controller of senses. So controller of senses who controls everyone's senses, Mother Yashoda is calling him Adantatman, a person who cannot control one's own senses, restless boy. And then she starts continuing. He says, Kasmat Bridam Bhakshitvan, Kasmat. Why did you eat dirt? Why did you eat dirt? Now Krishna is not opening his mouth. Mud is still there in the mouth, and Krishna is making expression. I didn't eat. I didn't eat. Where did I eat? Now what is the proof? Where did I eat? And then Mother Yashoda is saying, Raha, you have eaten in solitary place, hiding from all the gopas. And then Krishna is like, who told you? I don't think, I think someone from your side only has told, some gopi has come and told you. At that time, the mother is saying, no, or Jashoda Maya, no, she is saying that Ete Kumara Tavaka Vadati. All these Kumaras, Tavaka, your friends, they are telling me this, that you have eaten mud. Now Krishna is like, see, they are my equals. They can speak whatever they want. You know? They are just pulling my leg. I didn't do that. So all these through expressions, okay? I didn't do that. I didn't do that. Then she had, I am this te agraja vadati. I am this, your te agraja, your elder brother Balram is also saying this. Now, one word that is used here is agraja. Agraja means elder brother. Now, did Yashoda Maya know that Krishna and Balram are brothers? When all the transfer happened, when Vasudev took the child, or before that, when the baby, the seventh child in the womb of Devaki was transferred by Yoga Maya from one womb, that is Devaki's womb, to Rohini's womb. And then Vasudev, when the eighth child was born, or when the eighth child appeared, that is Krishna, he transferred Krishna from Karagraha, Mathura, to Gokul, Vrindavan. So Yashoda knew all this? No. So here, why this word agraja is used is Balram and Krishna, they were treated as their own sons by Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj. Yashoda and Rohini were very, very nice friends. And Nanda Maharaj and Jashoda, they had lots of love for Balram also. And even Balram would consider Nanda Maharaj as his own father. So that is the reason here, she is using the word agraja. So she is saying, even your agraja is telling, even your elder brother is saying, how can you say that you have not eaten? So now when she is asking again and again, why did you eat? Why did you eat? Somehow gulping all the mud that was there in the mouth, Krishna starts speaking. Then he says, Naham bhakshitvanamba sarve mithya bisamshinaha yadi satya girastarahi samaksham pashyame mukham. Amba. So, see, Krishna knows how to talk. He knows how to talk. Now he's saying, Amba. He uses the word Amba. Amba is like Ma, mother. So by this word, Amba, very nicely, he's conveying this message. TK, you said that, all these friends of mine and my brother, Agraja, you talked about them. But actually, my real relationship is with you, Amba, with you, O mother. You forget about all of them. And then, he adds the point. Then he says, Amba, aham na bhakshitvan. I didn't eat. Again, you look at how Krishna is speaking. Krishna is not telling what he didn't eat. He's saying, aham na bhakshitvan. I didn't eat. I didn't eat. Now, Acharyas, what they're doing here is, so we all know very well, Krishna ate dirt and now he's lying. This is clear. There is nothing called as no midway here. Krishna ate dirt and he's lying to Mother Yashoda that Naham bhakshitvan. Aham na bhakshitvan. I didn't eat. So we all know that Krishna ate dirt and he's lying. He's a liar number one. That is no doubt about that. But then our Acharyas, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Jiva Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, when I was reading these commentaries, it was really humorous. And I was thinking how these acharyas come like a warrior in every pastime and they want to set the position of Krishna as Supreme Personality of Godhead. Wahan se hilna hi nahi chahiye. Ishvara Parama Krishna means udhar hi rehne chahiye. He shouldn't move from there. And as soon as some pastime which Krishna does, and when Krishna tries to come down from his position, then no, you be up, and they give their commentary. So here the commentary is given. So Krishna ate dirt, but then when he's saying that I didn't eat dirt, for that, a counter is given by the acharyas. So he's saying, Amba, Aham na bhakshitvan, I didn't eat. In fact, see, I had one confusion. What was that confusion? Your name is Dhara. So one of the name of Yashoda is Dhara. And the earth is also called Dhara. So Krishna said, see, your name is Dhara. And no, even her name is Dhara. I drink your milk. So I was thinking, how will be the milk of this Dhara? Let me go and taste. So actually I didn't eat dirt. I wanted to drink the milk of this Dhara. But today I've understood, oh Amba, mother, oh Ma, today I've understood that your milk is much, much better than this milk. I'll not touch now. I'll not touch this. Now, this is the reason that is given. But now here, when Mother Yashoda said that, no, your brother Balram and others are saying, Sarve, all of them are telling that you have eaten dirt. So Krishna says, Sarve mithya visamshinaha. All of them are lying. You're talking about these my friends, equals. And these people always they lie. And you don't think Balram is away, or Balram is separate from these people. They're also with them. He's also with them. In fact, Balram is always against me. Always. You know why? Whenever I go for playing, this one question he'll ask me and make me embarrassed in the entire circle of all my friends. And what will be his question? Gore Nanda Jashoda Gori Tu Kat Shyama Sharir. So this doha was there in our school days. So Balram is asking this question. Gore Nanda. No, Nanda Maharaj is fair. Jashoda Gori. Even Yashoda is fair. The fair complexion, both of them. Tu Kat Shyama Sharir. How come you are black? Your mother and father, they are white. They are fair in complexion. How come you are black? And then Balram, in front of everyone, Krishna is complaining to mother and saying, no, in front of everyone, he would tell me, he would ask me this question, make me embarrassed. And then he would add this point that actually, Mother Yashoda and Nanda have not given you birth. You have been purchased from the marketplace. And Krishna would say that, Kaha karo riske mare khelan ho nahi jaat. Because of this, I get so angry that I don't go to play with these people. All of them, including my brother, they're all liars. They're all liars. Sarve mithya visamshana. But then, there's another twist to this line. It says, Sarve mithya. So Sarve mithya means all of them are false, mithya, or liars. So here we can put a. So I don't know what Sanskrit grammar is all about, but this is what I heard. So Sarve amithya visamshanaha. So Sarve mithya, he said, Sarve, everyone is false. And a can be added, this is what is said. So Sarve amithya. All of them are truthful, Maya. Sarve amithya visamshanaha. All of them are truthful. And then Krishna internally is saying, all of them are truthful. It's just not me who has eaten dirt. All of them have eaten dirt, and very soon I'll show you. Very soon. Wait for some time. Krishna is saying that. And look at how Acharya is defending now. See, Krishna lied. Krishna ate dirt and he is lying. But now look at our Acharyas, how they have come like warriors and how they're defending. First comes Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur with his sword. And then now he's saying that, see, Krishna, this lie that Krishna has told, there is no fault in this. And Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying, there is no fault in this. Why? Because this lie, which has come from the lotus mouth of Sri Krishna, this nectarian lie which has come from the lotus mouth of Sri Krishna, has actually sprung from the Bhakta Vatsal mood of Krishna. He wanted to give pleasure to Yashoda Maya. So, he has spoken this. There is no fault in this lie. There is no fault. In fact, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is adding in this point. He says, in fact, there is no fault. Rather, It is a crown jewel of all the qualities. Look at this. He took the sword and he just cut apart, this particular fault, now seemingly which is faulty. He just cut apart, and then he's saying that there is no fault in this. There's no fault. In fact, this is the topmost of all the qualities. And then Jiva Goswami, he comes with another sword, and then he says, okay, TK, this was a lie, but there is no fault. There is no fault. Why? Because no small child is speaking. Small child is speaking. No, small child speaks. Then it's okay if he lies. What's the problem? There's no fault in this. In fact, again, Jiva Goswami adds, in fact, this is a very good quality. Why? Because when Shukadeva Goswami is describing he is blissful, and all the people who are hearing this pastime, they are also blissful, hence proved that Krishna is not at fault. This is called the love of our acharyas and for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They cannot allow Krishna to come down from his position of Supreme Personality of Godhead. After all, Krishna is their master, for sure, right? But here you see, just extrapolating Jiva Goswami's commentary, or just connecting pastimes of Damodar Leela and this one, Dakshan Leela. You look at this, what Lord is doing. Really very amazing pastimes. So in Damodar Leela, we'll be discussing Damodar Leela in Kartik Mas in November. So Damodar Leela, we see that Krishna become Kamuk, Stanya Kama. He had the desire to drink milk. Now Krishna is Atmaram, he's self-satisfied, but still he got a desire. He became Kamuk. And then when Mother Yashoda didn't feed him milk properly, he got anger, Krodha. And when she was feeding milk initially, at that time he wanted to drink more and more milk, Lobha. And in this particular pastime, when Mother Yashoda held the hand of Krishna, Krishna became fearful, Bhaya. And look at this particular verse that we're discussing. Krishna here is a person who cannot speak anything but truth is actually lying. So look at the pastime of the Lord. Now, if we ask a question, that why is Krishna doing all these things? Only and only for one reason. For all the people hearing Krishna Katha series, Mridbhakshan pastime, all of them should get attracted to Krishna. That's the only goal why Krishna is telling this pastime. Only goal. Somehow or the other, yena kena prakarena. For us, the instruction is yena kena prakarena mana Krishna neveshaya. Somehow or the other, we have to remember Krishna. And for Krishna, yena kena prakarena, somehow or the other, have to attract all these fallen souls. And for that reason, he's ready to do anything and everything. He's ready to take the name Kamuk. He's ready to take the name Krodhi. He's ready to take the name Lobhi. He's ready to take the name a liar. He's ready to take all these names. This is the sweetness of our Lord. This is the sweetness of our Lord. Now, we said all these things are okay. Acharya is saying we relist also. But let's come back not to the verse. So he says, Naham bhakshitvan amba sarve mithyabi samshunaha. I didn't eat dirt, and all of them are lying. This is what he said to Mother Yashoda. Then he puts again, he says that TK yadi satyagira, if you're still considering the statements as truth, if you don't have faith in me, then samaksham pashyame mukham, look inside my mouth. He's saying look inside my mouth, but he's not opening the mouth. He's still fearful that some dirt is there in the mouth and I'll be caught red-handed. So he's not opening his mouth, but he's very confidently telling samaksham pashyame mukham, you can look inside my mouth. But now here, Krishna is thinking, okay, if I tell like this confidently, sometimes when we speak something confidently, people sometimes believe, okay, shayad sach hoga. But then here, Krishna spoke confidently, samaksham pashyame mukham, look inside my mouth. And Mother Yashoda said, okay, open your mouth, I want to see. Open your mouth, I want to see. But since Krishna spoke so confidently, she's asking him to open his mouth with a doubt. Maybe my Lalha, my Kana, maybe he has not eaten that. He's not eaten that. Here, Krishna felt a bit, what to say, a bit bad. Why? He felt my mother is not having faith in my words. She's still asking me to open the mouth. Okay. Now her question is, whom should I believe? Should I believe in you, O Krishna, or should I believe in your friends and your brother? So basically, with this statement, Maya is proving that she does not have faith in me. So now, let me manifest Vishwasyata, or faithfulness. Vishwasyata, or faithfulness. Let me manifest that faithfulness by which she'll be able to have some faith in me. And Vishwasyata basically is divided as Vishwa and Asya. Vishwa means universe and Asya means mouth. So Krishna is thinking, TK. No, I want her to believe in me, and for that I'm going to do this. What is that? Vishwasyata. I'm going to manifest Vishwasyata. I'm going to manifest Vishwa in Asya. That is universe in my mouth. And when Mother Yashoda, in the next verse, she's saying that Yadi evam tarhi vyadehi. No, she's saying Yadi evam tarhi. If that is the case, oh Krishna, you're saying that you're not eaten dirt, and you're saying, look inside my mouth. Okay, if that is the case, vyadehi, open your mouth. And then when Krishna opens his mouth, something really amazing has happened now. Now, when Mother Yashoda was scolding Krishna, see, Acharyas are not able to hold this allegation on Krishna that he's lying, he's a thief, and this and that. They're not able to believe in all that, and they're not able to accept, and they give commentaries. And here, if the pure devotees are like that, then here directly the energies of the Lord, how can they tolerate? How can they tolerate when someone is scolding the Supreme Personality of Godhead? All the energies of Krishna, they were becoming really angry in Yashoda. They were thinking, how can you chastise our Lord? How can you chastise our Lord? Wait. We will show you his original identity. Wait. We will show his original identity. Now, you look at this. What is starting now? The Aishwarya of Krishna is going to manifest. And this Aishwarya of Krishna is going to press the sweetness of Krishna down. Is going to press the Vatsalya Bhava of Mother Yashoda down. Now there's a fight that is going to begin between the Aishwarya of Krishna, the opulence of Krishna, and the sweetness of Krishna and the Vatsalya of Yashoda. There's a fight that is going to happen. And now let's see who is going to win here. Abhi pata chalega. Yes, who is going to win? So when all the energies were literally going, how can you do this, and so on and so forth. So at that time, something very amazing happened. The next verse talks about that. But then when Mother Yashoda said that Vyadehi, open your mouth. So here Jiva Goswami writes that when the slight rays from the sun of the angry face of Mother Yashoda, when it fell on the blue lotus-like face of Krishna, the blue lotus blossomed. That is, Krishna opened his mouth. Really very poetic and really very rasika. And now when Krishna opened his mouth, Mother Yashoda did a mistake, saying, open your mouth. She felt that now Krishna has eaten dirt. But now when she's looking inside the mouth, she's thinking, Are, maine to socha tha that he's eaten dirt. But now I can see he's eaten the entire universe. And now what all things Mother Yashoda is seeing? So we are referring to 10th canto, 8th chapter, shloka number 37 to 39. So she sees Vishwam. She sees the entire universe. She sees Jagat, the moving entities. She is seeing Sthanshu or Sthashnu. What is that? Maintenance of all non-moving entities. She's seeing Kham, the sky, ether. She's seeing Disha. She's seeing all the directions. She's seeing Adri, the mountains. Dvipa. She's seeing islands inside the mouth of Krishna. She's seeing Abdi. She's seeing oceans. She's seeing Bhugol. The entire surface of the earth. And Vayu is there inside. The wind is blowing. Agni is there. Fire is there. Indu. The moon is there inside the mouth. Tarakam. The stars are there inside the mouth. Jyoti Chakram. All the planetary systems. Jalam. Huge water bodies. Tejaha. Huge amount of light is there. Nabaswan. The entire outer space. And Vyat, the sky. Vaikarikani, the creation by the transformation of the ahankar. So for this, you have to refer the description given by Kapil Dev, the Sankhya Yoga, that what is the transformation of ahankar. Then she saw Indriyani, the various senses, manaha, she could see the mind, matraha, she could see the sense perception, gunaha trayaha, she could see the three modes of material nature. Basically, she was able to see everything that we discuss in Gita course inside the mouth of Krishna. Jiva Kala, the duration of living entities. Swabhava, natural instinct. Karma Ashaya, the resultant action and reaction for the material enjoyment. Linga Beda, varieties of bodies according to the desire that they have got. And at the same time, she could see Vrajam. She could see Vrindavan Dham. And in that Vrindavan Dham, she could see Nanda Maharaj's place, Nanda Maharaj's palace. And in that Nanda Maharaj's palace, she could see Sa Atmanam. She could see Krishna along with herself. Now, can you imagine you're looking in someone's mouth and you're able to see yourself with the same person? What would happen to that person? And Mother Yashoda looking inside the mouth, she's just baffled. What am I looking? I thought, I'll catch some dirt and I'll scold this person, but then I'm seeing something really amazing. And then she starts analyzing her situation. She's analyzing her own situation. She's saying, Kim Swapna Etab? Is it the dream? Is it a dream that I'm seeing? Then she looked inside the mouth and then she's looking around also. No, I'm seeing the Gopa, I'm seeing the gopis working and I'm seeing all the things around. No, I'm not in dream. I'm not dreaming. Then she's thinking, maybe Uta Deva Maya, some Devta is actually creating some illusion. But then she's thinking, why will some Devta create illusion on me? If some great personality who is doing lots of Ashwamedha Yajna, like Prithu Maharaj did a lot of Ashwamedha Yajna, 99 sacrifices, and then Indra comes to steal the last horse. The Devtas, they will come in trouble, someone who is doing really some great feat to take their positions. But I am a cowherd lady in this Braja, I'm a simple cowherd lady. Why will any Devta create illusion? And then she says, maybe Kimva Madiyo Batabuddhi Mohaha. Maybe I think this is a derangement of my mind. But then she starts thinking, I'm stable. There's no problem psychologically. There's no problem. And finally, her entire thought process hooks on to only one word, Atma Yoga. She starts thinking that, okay, all these three reasons which I just gave, so I'm not dreaming, no Devta can create illusion, and then I'm stable. But then I'm remembering the words of Gargamuni, which my husband narrated the other day. So Gargamuni, he said that your son is very special. So maybe Atma Yoga, he has got a lot of mystical powers. Or maybe he's Ansha of Narayan. Maybe he gets Avesh of Narayan. Or maybe he's Narayan himself. And look at this, what is happening. The Aishwarya Bhav of Sri Krishna is overpowering the Vatsalya Bhav of Mother Yashoda. And now here there is a tug of war that is starting. That is Aishwarya versus Madhurya. The opulence of Krishna versus the sweetness of Krishna. The Vatsalya Bhav, the motherly affection of Mother Yashoda for Krishna is getting shadowed. And now a very, very high reverential mood is coming. And what is she going to do now? Anytime, when we are having that awe and reverence in our heart, what do? We start offering prayers. And here, Mother Yashoda, she starts offering prayers. She starts saying that, oh, Supreme Personality of Godhead. Now, you can just imagine that Mother Yashoda, who scolds Krishna and who ties Krishna to the wooden grinding mortar, and who feeds Krishna, who puts him to sleep, who feeds milk to Krishna, when she is saying that let me surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, just think about what will the expression of Krishna. What are you saying? Maya, kya ho gaya aapko? What are you saying? Then she goes on offering, very nice prayers, which we find in Bhagavatam. that you are beyond human speculation, you are beyond the three modes of material nature, you are beyond my contemplation and speculation and meditation, you are beyond all the material activities. In fact, I was influenced by your Maya. And I'm wrongly thinking that I am Nanda Maharaj's wife. Nanda Maharaj is my husband, and Krishna is my son. And because I'm the queen, all the gopis and all the wealth which is there that belongs to me, this is all my illusion. This is all by the influence of your Maya, O Supreme Personality of Godhead. I'm eternally subordinate to you. You're my ultimate shelter. Now in 2 verses, Yashoda Maya, she's offering prayers. Now 2 verses take some less than a minute. So the Aishwarya of Krishna, the opulence of Krishna, which was manifested by the energies of Krishna, they shadowed Vatsalya Bhav of Mother Yashoda. But then in Braj, in Vrindavan, the Madhurya, the sweetness of Krishna and the love of the Brajavasis cannot be shadowed for a long time. It cannot last for few seconds or few moments. And here we see that after offering all these prayers, etc., what happened is Krishna, he manifested his Mohana Shakti or his Maya, Yoga Maya. So here there's a word called Mayam that is used. So Maya does not stand for Mahamaya here, the material energy, but it stands for the Yoga Maya. That is the internal energy of the Lord. And he manifested that, Mohan Shakti, the attraction power. And when he manifested that, Yashoda looked at Krishna and she forgot everything. Sadhyo Nashta Smatir Gopi. She forgot everything. What happened, what she saw, and whatever pastime till now it has happened. And then she looked at Krishna, and the Vatsalya Bhav of Mother Yashoda was overflowing. And she looked at Krishna, she picked Krishna, and she kept it on her lap with lots of motherly affection. When I was reading this word Mayam, that Krishna manifested as Mohana Shakti, he attracted Mother Yashoda. Or when he manifested that, Mother Yashoda's Vatsalya Bhav increased and she was attracted to Krishna. So just meditating on this, that look at our situation. It's so unfortunate that Krishna, as described in Brahma Samhita, it is said, Benam Kwanantam Aravinda Dalaya Taksham Barhavatam Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So Krishna is described, Venum Kwanantam Aravinda Dalaya Taksham. He holds a Venu, beautiful flute. And then Arvinda Dalaya Taksham, his eyes are lotus-like. Barhavatam Samasitam. So he's having a nice peacock feather with some ornaments which are decorating his feta or his head. And his body's complexion is like the newly formed rain-filled cloud. And what is he doing with this beauty? Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham. Kandarpa Koti. Koti Kandarpa. He's attracting Koti Kandarpa. He's attracting many cupids, many cupids. And so he is called as Madan Mohan. He's called as Madan Mohan. Jo Madan ko bhi moh le, usko kehte hain Madan Mohan. And Srimati Radharani, she attracts Krishna. So her name is Madan Mohan Mohini. And we are the devotees of Sri Sri Gandharvika Giridhari. We are the devotees of Sri Sri Radha Krishna. We are the devotees of Madan Mohan and Madan Mohan Mohini. And look at our unfortunate situation. Even all the beautiful ones are getting attracted to Krishna, but we are not getting attracted to Krishna. This is our unfortunate situation. What to do? There is one nice shloka which Prahlad Maharaj quotes. He says, Yata Brahmayati Ayo Brahman Swayam Makarsha Sannidho Tatha me Vidyate Chetas Chakrapane Dirchaya. So, when Chanda and Amarka, his teachers, are asking Prahlad Maharaj, where did you learn all this Krishna consciousness from? Which class did you attend? At that time, Prahlad Maharaj is saying, Yata Brahmayati Ayo Brahman Swayam Makarsha Sannidho. Like the iron filings get attracted to the huge magnet. Oh, my teachers, I am also getting attracted to Chakrapani, the one who is holding Chakra. I'm naturally getting attracted to Krishna or Vishnu. And that's what he's saying. But look at us. Maybe our situation is like the lusted and rusted iron filings. We are not getting attracted to Krishna. We're not getting attracted to Krishna. Are Krishna's name, Prabhupada translates Krishna as all attractive. He's all attractive. He's capable of attracting everyone. Some defect here, what to do? Some defect here, lots of dust, lots of all the contamination which is there, which in our heart. And the goal is we have to purify ourselves. We have to purify ourselves. Or else how will we attain Krishna? How will we get attracted to Krishna? How is it possible to get attracted to Krishna? We have to purify ourselves. And the only way is by following the instructions of Sri Guru and Gauranga with complete faith and devotion as it is. As it is. We have to. We have to. But how fortunate Mother Yashoda is. He manifested his Mohan Shakti and Mother Yashoda got attracted to Krishna. The Vatsalya Bhav overflowed and she picked up Krishna and she kept it on her lap. And here we see that Aishwarya cannot overpower Madhurya in Braja. Not possible. Impossible. Impossible. And in various pastimes we see. In various pastimes we see. Be it Gopas, be it Gopis, be it Mother Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj, anyone for that matter. You look at Govardhan Leela. So Krishna picked up Govardhan. Now here in this world, if someone puts the book on the little finger and he balances that itself is big. Oh, okay, so nice. I remember in my school days, some kids would be doing that and we'd be like, oh, so nice. And they would be turning also. So like, oh, so nice, you're doing it so nicely. Teach me also. So it's like, oh, okay, something extraordinary. But here the person is lifting 22 kilometers in diameter, this entire mountain, now on his little finger. And what is his age? 7 years. And he's holding that for 7 days and 7 nights. All the Brajabasis are there under the Govardhan. They're looking at the beautiful form of Krishna. They're drinking the beauty of the lotus-like face of Krishna. And they're thinking, oh, Krishna, you're holding for so long, your hands might be paining. And all his Gopa friends and the elderly Gopas, they take the stick and they put it under Govardhan and they tell, Krishna, for time being, you can just release, we will hold it for some time and you can relax. Maybe your hand might be paining. And then Krishna, he's also, Ekdam Nakhara, he'll manifest his natak. So Krishna, he just shakes the mountain and all the sticks break. When he's dancing on the woods of Kalia, when he comes down after his transcendental dance, we'll see this on Sunday, elaborate description of Kalia Leela. He's dancing on the woods of Kalia, he's completely wet, and when he comes out, the Brajavasis, the only thing that they have in their mind is Krishna is wet, and if he is wet for a long time, he'll get cold. Arey towel lao jaldi. Let us wipe him. The Aishwarya, Krishna tries his best to manifest his Aishwarya, or the energies of Krishna tries their best to manifest the supremacy of Krishna in Braja. But the love of Brajavasi is so thick, so condensed, that it cannot be overpowered by any Aishwarya, by any opulence. It is described that in Goloka Vrindavan, the opulence that is there in Goloka Vrindavan is much, much higher as compared to any Vaikuntha. But still, so in Vaikuntha, it's awe and reverence. We keep paying obeisance to the Lord, Lord Narayan or Lord Vishnu, and they keep fanning and things like that. But here in Braja, you see there's so much of opulence. And Krishna is the source of all the incarnations. Ekala Ishwara Krishna, Arasabha Bhratya. All are servants of Krishna. All the incarnations of Krishna are his servants. But here in Braja, in his actual form as Krishna, Purna Purushottam Bhagavan, what is happening? Krishna is fanning someone else. Krishna is feeding someone else. Krishna is picking up the padukas of someone. Krishna is helping someone to pick up vessels. And Krishna is lying, and Krishna is stealing butter just because some devotees are praying that you come and steal butter. Krishna is crying. Krishna is dancing to get some butter balls. This is what happens in Braja. This is Braj. This is Braja Leela, where Krishna manifests his original identity as Leela Purushottam. He manifests his original identity as that sweet, loving personality whom anyone can get attracted to. Yes. So here we see that the tug of war that started between the Aishwarya and the Madhurya, the opulence, the greatness of Krishna and the sweetness of Krishna, who won? And here we see in what Mother Yashoda did. She picked up Krishna with a lot of love and affection and she placed him on her lap. And this proves that Madhurya, all the sweetness of Krishna and the love of the Brajavasis takes over or overpowers even Aishwarya of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Now, after all this pastime, the universe is shown, Mother Yashoda she has forgotten what happened, and all the Gopas, they're wondering what happened. Hare, we complained, we thought you'll beat him, nothing is happening. So after all this, Shukdev Goswami, he's glorifying Yashoda. He's glorifying, very, very beautifully. He says, this is the verse 44. You can refer to the verse 44, one of the important verses, and maybe one of the last verses. Traya chopanishadbhischa sankhya yogaischa satvatahe upagiyamana mahatmyam harim samanyatatmajam. So here, different personalities are mentioned. And what do they consider the Supreme Personality of Godhead as? That is also mentioned here. So this word, that is amanyata. There's a word called amanyata in the shloka, which says considered. So amanyata, so the different personalities, amanyata, they consider Supreme Personality of Godhead in different ways. Traya are the people who read the Vedas and who are doing yajna. So they consider the Supreme Personality as Yajna Purusha. And then the ones who are busy going to Upanishads, Jnanis, they consider Krishna as Brahman. And the ones who are into Sankhya Yoga, they consider Krishna as Paramatma. And the ones who are Sattvatas, the ones who are devotees, they consider Krishna as Bhagavan. But now here the question is, to such a great personality, what did Yashoda consider? And here Yashoda considers Krishna as Atmajam. Atmajam Manye. Yashoda considers Krishna as her own son. So this particular thing that I'm going to describe now, so I have not realized. So I'm just repeating what Srila Guru Maharaj has spoken. A very, very high topic. But then, for the pleasure of all the senior devotees who are listening, for them. Yes. So we know who is Krishna. We know from Bhagavatam. When suppose someone asks, who is Krishna? Who is Krishna? Then we give in our Gita course, we set Krishna's Supreme Personality of God. We quote shlokas. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha. Shloka from Brahma Samhita. Then Bhagavad Gita 10.8. Aham Sarvasya Prabho Matta Sarva Pravartate. Then 7th chapter 7.7. Matta Parataram Nanyat Kinchidasti Dhananjaya. No one is there above me, Krishna says. And so many other shlokas, which are there. Gajendra is offering prayers, Kunti is offering prayers in Bhagavatam. Everyone is setting Krishna as Supreme Personality of God, Bhagavan. But then, when you're asking that who is Krishna, and when we're saying Bhagavan, or some people might say Paramatma, and then some people might say Brahman. We understand from Bhagavatam that there are 3 levels of understanding God: Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan, Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavaneti, Sabhyate. So there are 3 levels of understanding. So some might consider Krishna as Brahman, some might consider Krishna as Paramatma, and the topmost is Bhagavan. And we devotees consider Krishna as Bhagavan. But then still, Bhagavan is not a very, very personal relationship. We have to go beyond the formal relationship of Bhagavan and establish a personal relationship with Krishna, considering Krishna as master, or Sakha, or Putra, or lover, Priyatam. So, when we ask who is Krishna, the statement or the reply that a devotee can give is my Lord. Obviously, this is a very high level, that we go away from Aham Mameti of this world and go to Aham Mameti of that world, and where we say that yes, Krishna, he's my Lord, or he's my friend, or my child, or my lover, or whatever, depending on the realizations of the devotees who are in Samadhi on the Bhava stage, very, very high level. But then a nice logic was given by Guru Maharaj. So he was saying that now the analogy that was given was, suppose a boy is standing and his father is standing beside him. So now you ask that boy, who is this person? And suppose the boy says Manushya. No, that's the right answer. No, father is a Manushya. But then our question will be, Are theek hai, but what is your relationship with that person? And then he'll say, he's my father. So now when this question is asked that who is Krishna? And when we're saying Bhagavan, then it is equivalent to saying, equivalent to that boy saying Manushya. Looking at his father and saying Manushya. There should be some personal relationship, with Krishna. And this is what Prabhupada talks in his purports. Prabhupada says that we have to revive our eternal relationship with Krishna. We have to. Prabhupada is very clear in his purport. And when he says reviving our eternal relationship with Krishna, this is what Prabhupada is talking about. Very high philosophy Prabhupada is giving in such very nice, simple purports. And to understand this, or to reach that stage of reviving our eternal relationship with Krishna, one thing that is needed is an intense desire to understand Krishna or to attain Krishna this very lifetime. That lobha, that laulyam that Rupa Goswami talks about, that is needed, intense desire. And a devotee can do anything. When he has that intense desire, a devotee can do anything to attain Krishna. That intense desire is needed, that intense desire. And when that intense desire is there, then yes, everything else will manifest. And the bhakti susukham. Why is it susukham? Because the first thing that we do in bhakti is Shravanam Kirtanam. And we see that just by doing Shravanam, this question was asked that how can we revive our eternal relationship with Krishna? The answer that was given was by hearing more and more about Krishna from Bhagavad Gita, from Bhagavatam. So when we hear more and more about Krishna, so at that time, a lot of cleansing will happen in our heart, and our eternal, blissful nature or our eternal relationship with Krishna will be revived. So we are not going and purchasing something from outside. Very clear from Chaitanya Chaitamrit, where it says that Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhya Kabo Nai Shavanada Shuddha Chitte Karaye Uday. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema, that love that Yashoda Maya, Nanda Maharaj, Ananda Brajavasis have, maybe to not that extent, but similar sort of love is there in our heart also. But then, so we need not go and purchase it outside, but still it is covered with him because of the contamination. So what are we supposed to do? Shravanadi, Shravanam and Kirtanam. By doing Shravanam and Kirtanam, what will happen? Shuddha Chitte. Our heart will become cleansed. And what will happen? Karayodaya. That eternal relationship will be revived, that love will be manifested. So this point is very, very important, which is again and again stressed in each and every class, that is Shravanam. We have to hear more and more and more and more and more about Krishna. From pure devotees like Srila Prabhupada. We have to hear Prabhupada and his wonderful pure disciples. We have to hear them. When we hear them more and more and more, that pure words with the pure message, when it enters the heart, the only thing that can do is cleanse the heart more and more, and there is no other way. Now, what people like us, who are conditioned in this material world, conditioned to do the activities of eating, sleeping all the time, conditioned to behave in certain way, how can we understand Krishna in any ways by our own speculation or by our own endeavor? We need some help, and that help is Vani of a pure devotee. We have to hear Srila Prabhupada, we have to hear the Supreme, we have to hear his disciples. And what are we supposed to hear from them? The supreme message about the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In fact, most of the time, people approach Krishna, and again, I have not realized this, I'm just repeating. So most of the time, people go to Krishna with a desire that may all my pains and sufferings be relieved. But then the highest mood, which Haridas Thakur manifests when he's talking to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that is, how can I relieve the Lord of his pain? When will that mood come? This is the highest mood. Now, when I think about all this, it feels like a long way to go. Long way to go. But then the start is Shravanam, just by hearing. So that is the reason this Krishna Katha series is so important, so important. Now, just by hearing Krishna Katha, just by hearing the message of Gita, now all these things will manifest. We will reach that highest mood of relieving the Lord from his pain. And what is the pain that the Supreme Personality of Godhead has? He has the pain of somehow or the other delivering the fallen conditioned souls from this planet, from this universe, from this material world. This is the pain that Supreme Personality of Godhead has. And who are the ones who relieve the pain of the Lord? the pure devotees. They understand, oh, no, my Lord is facing this painful situation. I will help the Lord and relieve him from the pain. I will preach the message of Gita. I will take all the risk and go around and preach the message. This extremely highest treasure, the path to attain Krishna, is gifted to all of us by Srila Prabhupada. All this, whatever I spoke, about attaining Krishna, about reviving our eternal relationship, everything Srila Prabhupada has given us. Everything. Yadi Prabhupada na hoy to tabe ki hoy to jivan ab bhai takish. If Prabhupada wouldn't have been there, how can we ever not think about chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra? How can we ever think about reading Srimad Bhagavatam? How can we ever think about understanding Bhagavad Gita, which is so complicated? How can we think about doing all this? In fact, one thing which I was meditating on was, if today all around the world, different complexion people, the white skin, the black skin, the brown skin, and all the complexion people are chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And what is this Hare Krishna Mahamantra? The mantra that is given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which can give us Krishna Prema. Golokera Prema Dhana Harinama Sankirtana. Entire world, so many devotees from various countries are chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Sometimes they don't know how to pronounce also. These Chinese, they chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. They don't know even to chant, they don't know even to pronounce. But this is the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, that in the entire world, so many people are chanting. So many people are chanting. Whenever we think about Prabhupada's contribution, it really feels that even we should do something for Prabhupada. Something should be done for Prabhupada. He has done so much for us, so much for us. And one thing that we all can do is fulfill the desire of Prabhupada. That is, follow his instructions, preach the message, and attain Krishna this very lifetime. Just imagine when we attain Krishna this very lifetime, what will happen? Again, it's speculation, but I feel it's valid. Suppose when we go back home, back to Godhead, when Prabhupada and the entire Guru Parampara is introducing us to Krishna, can you imagine how much proud Prabhupada will feel? Yes, this person, he was in my ISKCON. He was in my ISKCON. Prabhupada can, with pride, he can tell, I delivered this person. I delivered this person. Yes. We don't want to go back home because it's our desire. We want to go back home because it's Prabhupada's desire. We want to go back home because it's Guru Maharaj's desire. Yes. So this important aspect of attaining Krishna is very, very significant in our life, because that will give the highest pleasure to the entire Guru Parampara, because that's what all of them expect. Somehow or the other, you get lost from this place, from this material world. Why are you here? As Bhakti Siddhanta says, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, that this place is like a toilet, finish off the business and go back. What are you doing here? Get lost from this place. This is what the entire Guru Parampara is expecting. And we are so fortunate. We are there in ISKCON. And even now in this lockdown, we are still connecting and talking about Krishna. Even in this lockdown, we're celebrating a grand online Janmashtami. And we have services to offer to Krishna. How fortunate all of us are. How fortunate. Yes. This Janmashtami, that is coming up, is an occasion to express our gratitude to Lord Sri Krishna, who has done so much for us by manifesting his pastimes. Because if his pastimes were not there, if his teachings were not there, what would have we discussed in this lockdown? Or what would have we meditated on, to purify ourselves? And Krishna did all that, but who got all that to us? It's Prabhupada who got that, not to us. It's the next day of Janmashtami is Nandotsav. And on this day of Nandotsav, where Nanda Maharaj threw a party in the entire Braj to celebrate Krishna's appearance, in that Nandotsav, there appeared the great personality, Srila Prabhupada, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada, our dear grandfather. He appeared on that day. And he gave that message in a very, very simplified form to all of us. Now, the only thing that we have to do is just endeavor not to utilize all this and go back home, back to Godhead. So let's utilize this Janmashtami and Nandotsav, the great opportunity to express our gratitude On Janmashtami, we can do a lot of services. And on Nandotsav, that is Prabhupada's appearance, we can offer our heartfelt offerings to Srila Prabhupada on that particular day. In fact, Prabhupada writes in the purport a very nice line where he says, what can we give back to the Supreme Personality of Godhead? He says, we can only do two things. One is express our gratitude and just pay obeisances. Apart from these two, we cannot do anything, Prabhupada says. So Prabhupada is very clear. No, we cannot do anything, right? So with this, I would like to pause here. If you have any questions, we can take.
I would say like it's already 8:30, so we have another meeting. So we will take these questions, and I would request maybe.
Okay, I can see this. You can just text me. The devotees can text me personally. It's okay.
Okay, so they can text, and also probably one of them can aggregate them and send it to you, and you can answer them. So it was nice. So like Prabhuji himself announced about the services and the Janmashtami and things like that and all. So kindly expect our announcements for more services and things like that. So we are working out things so that everyone can be engaged in the services of the Janmashtami. So another aspect is Prabhuji was mentioning about the Krishna Katha series, that it should Shravanam should go on and things like that. So we have everyday morning also, like Krishna Katha series is going on eternally. So devotees are welcome to connect for everyday morning session, and then they can hear Srimad Bhagavatam every single day. And also we have Prabhuji nicely mentioned about the contributions of Srila Prabhupada and our gratitude that we should have for Srila Prabhupada. So today night, I'm going to send out another message regarding the offerings to Srila Prabhupada. So I request all devotees to express your gratitude to Srila Prabhupada and his contributions. And without him, it is not possible that we are here and able to practice Krishna consciousness, right? So thank you all very much. We are very sorry that we are not able to take up questions today because we have scheduled another meeting at 8:30. So thank you all very much. So we will continue again tomorrow until Janmashtami, this Krishna Katha series, and eternally on the morning, the series is going to go on, right? So thank you all very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Hare Krishna.